Hey y'all, welcome back. All right, we're going to go ahead and get started. Let's dive in and see what Divine Holy Spirit has for the collective. The cards are all upright and in order by way of major arcana and through each element. Thank y'all for being here. And let's go ahead and see what's going on. Holy Spirit of the highest white light consciousness, what do you have for the collective? What does collective need to know and be made aware of at this time? I heard chances. I heard justify. I heard collateral. All right, I'm seeing a crime scene. It's nighttime, evening, but I could see the blinking, flashing blue, red lights from the police cars. I heard the word siren, not that I heard sirens, but just the word. So I heard difficulties. I heard interpretation first, then I heard difficulties. I heard wisdom, and then I heard sharing. So Spirit, let's group all of those words together, Holy Spirit, and let's get a nice little summary here of the energies we're entering into, please. Thank you. I heard best to subscribe or best to be described. I don't think I said subscribe. I said describe the first time, right? Because that's what it was. I heard formulations. Okay, so is this some sort of like a witness account or somebody getting a story on the scene? Like what happened? Is there some sort of difficulty in translating what happened in regards to, I heard aspire, like what actually took place? You know, we're talking about a crime scene energy. I heard crime scene unit just now. So this would have to be with fingerprinting and possibly maybe there's, some unalived bodies on the floor. I said bodies. It's given like a corner street, it's a nighttime, like a residential neighborhood. I just see like the corner as if I'm standing on the other side of the tape, like the caution tape, the yellow tape, and then they got this whole, like that whole block. So it could be like a home near, they look like single unit. What? No, they call it single family, but it's what I see is like a one single layer. It's not like a 2-story. It's just one, what I see. Could possibly be on the corner, but I don't know if that's where the activity is that the crime scene unit is at, or if it's the house next to that, or next to the house that's next to the corner house. It seems close though. Somebody might need that detail. I just want to put it out there. All right, so I heard investigation and then investigation unit. Y'all, let's go ahead and get the cards out here. See what's going on. I heard it all transpired. So this is somebody giving a story or something. Like maybe like right there on the scene, people being witnessed, or I guess, is that what you would call it? Like, what happened? What did you see? That sort of thing. Witness account. Like this, like almost like half of this block, this neighborhood street of a block is lit up. All right, I was told that was enough, y'all. I usually like to not shuffle after. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, this feels good though. This feels good. What I was going to say is when I hear that's enough, but I've already started shuffling, it's like, okay, well, I passed up the bottom of the deck energy. So that's when I went in for another shuffle and I said, okay. Like I didn't want to be disobedient, but then that last one felt good. So what we have at the bottom of the deck is a 3 of Swords reverse. So we are talking about some sort of tragedy here. Before that, it was the 3 of Cups. But I was like, let me keep going because I like the way I do things. I like, to feel the things that are going on. So yeah. Anyway, here's the 3 of Swords. Well, that would have been a 3 of Cups. So we're talking about 3s here. So 3 could be significant, you guys. Three of Swords reverse, bottom of the deck, Spirit. What's going on with this, please? And think it's almost like I don't want to put my hands on that, because it's like it's hot. Like you don't want to be a part of this sort of energy. That's the energy, y'all. Like you don't want to be tied up into this. I'm seeing somebody with like incognito or trying to be inconspicuous, like with sunglasses on. The collar is like standing instead of folded down, it's standing. So somebody's trying to conceal themselves with a hat on. I don't know if that reference means that this is somebody who's leaving the murder scene sort of energy. Like, you don't see me, but they're there. Because they say, you know, that's like that psychology part of somebody who's like crazy. They'll return to the scene. Yeah. And that is, look, I'm being reminded a witness account. Does that not ring true? Like the one that they're interviewing, like, tell us what happened. That's the killer. I don't mean to laugh, but it's like that happens like more often than we would like to say, because it's like, why do they seem like to like that's like a habitual thing for these type of people? I'm hearing sociopath, that they show back up on the scene of the crime and then play like they didn't do it. Y'all, that's given like, what's the Casey? Her name was Casey Anthony. No, not Casey. This guy was married to a Casey, not Casey Anthony. Not her. But it's like they show up and say, please help me find my wife. Please, you know, we need help. We have beautiful daughters who need their mom. But they're the ones that did it. Like, what? And it's like, you could kind of feel through it, like, he lying? But then, like, how they build it up, it's like, oh, we have to help this person. The GoFundMe is set up if you want to donate. And, oh, these kids are so beautiful. They're adorable. We got to find the kids at least. You know, where are the children? And they play into that. But it's like, you focus on this man who's being interviewed, like, wait a minute, something ain't right. This is all coming from this Three of Swords reverse, y'all. Because this is telling me with the Three of Swords reverse, it's like if you're connected like an empath, you can feel through emotions. Like they can say what they want to say. They can look how they want to look, but you connect differently with people. It's giving Three of Swords like it's something on them that ain't right. And it's so clear to you. It's like, how don't nobody else see this? They didn't hear that slip up just now? I just heard what they said. Y'all didn't hear that? You know, that's where we are, you guys. No, they didn't hear it because it was meant for you. It was meant for you to hear it. That's why. That's why people want to call you crazy, because even if you did see a blue flying monkey, that was for you. But for you to tell somebody you just saw a blue flying monkey, they're going to think something's wrong with you. You know what I mean? That's how this works. So I'm hearing like investigator, like a private investigator even. You tapped in. You have an open door. I heard to witnesses. You have an open door. So collective, if we narrow this down, right? Because we way out there. If we narrow this down to the general population, right? So I feel like this just has to do with awareness and patterns. I'm hearing the word repeating patterns. If they were crazy before, they still crazy. That's how we can, I don't want to say dumb it down, because I don't want to, that would be me calling you dumb. I just feel just by purposeful, clear cut, dry explanation, if they were crazy before, they still crazy. So even with the guy, I said it was a Casey lady. She was beautiful. She was pregnant even. She was with child, and he disposed of her just so he could be with the blonde. Y'all remember who I'm talking about? I don't remember his name, or the blonde, but she ended up testifying because she was like, oh, hell no, I'm not finna be the next Casey. So that's coming up for a reason, you guys. That whole example came up for a reason. So because this is a situation right now. In the channeling, I went straight into a nighttime crime scene, and it let me know that because certain units were on the scene and the block was lit up, that means there's some bodies in there. I said specifically plural, bodies. I heard temptation. So somebody couldn't help themselves, but this is giving me, oh my God. This is giving me like that passion. Like, you first of all, to stab them one time would have been fatal, but you stabbed them 100 times? Like 100? Like they counted 100 punctures. Yeah. So a crime of passion, I'm being told. So that would be that, a crime of passion. So this is what we're talking about, y'all. 3 of Swords reversed at the bottom of the deck. I'm being shown the incognito person, but it's a female. It's a woman who's disguising themselves, hoping not to be seen. But they're at the scene of the crime, but hoping not to be seen, hoping not to. I heard character witness, hoping not to be called on for a statement. But if they are, they're ready because she got sunglasses on, she got the hat on, she got the collar all the way up on stand to conceal herself. Y'all, this is weird. This is weird. This is weird. This is weird. I'm being drawn to the as I look down at the table, being drawn to the 6 of Pentacles reversed because it's like, it's like underneath everything, but still like kind of sticking out just a little bit. But for me, this means somebody took justice into their own hands. They were tired of being taken advantage of, is how I'm viewing this. So if we're talking about the lady who's incognito, who's on the scene of the crime because she actually committed the crime, she was tired of being taken advantage. I'm hearing disillusioned. Disillusion. I feel that just has hold on, y'all. We on it. We on it, Spirit. Thank you. Disillusion.
Here's the definition of disillusion. Disappointed in someone or something that one discovers to be less good than one had believed.
Oh my God. Does this thing not be on point? Does it not be on point? She was fed up. I heard tired of the abuse. Has abuse not been coming up in the readings, y'all? Domestic violence, physical abuse, verbal abuse. Whoever this is, 3 of Swords reversed, said they're tired. They were tired of it. All right, let me keep going, y'all. I feel like, okay, I'm told to go this way, to follow some sort of orientation, but starting backwards, like we're going backwards here. So we'll keep that in mind. I want to go to this card first. It's face down on its side. I'm going to turn it over and we'll get into what it's touching. So we have a 3 of Wands. It's on the side. So I heard easy come, easy go just now. We're talking about actions. I heard the word actionable. So I'm feeling like something about this person never questioning or not being in a position to question someone. Like somebody had some sort of they had it twisted because we're going backwards. Somebody had this twisted that they could come and go as they please. They could possibly treat this woman however they wanted to. Like they had it twisted. They had it misconstrued, obviously, because they're unalived at this point, whoever we're talking about. So there's something that was being done against that because the 6 of Pentacles reversed means there was some unjust when it even came to financial matters even. Now we're talking about Wands. So that means that in and out action, that could even be sexual references, too many people in the bed, or not their bed, but somebody was sharing their wand somewhere else, or somebody was taking on other wands, talking about the phallic symbol energy. That's what I'm getting, y'all. But it wasn't with them. That disillusion energy. We got a 5 of Pentacles here. Let me see what's underneath. Oh my goodness. There she is. There she is. Got a Queen of Cups reversed. 5 of Pentacles out in the cold. She was done. She was done with this. Done with the domestic violence, done with him cheating on her. She could have been doing her own thing too, but she was tired. I heard she retaliated by way of the sexual energy with the wands. I said maybe too many things coming in, because I was getting a reference of possibly she was taking on extra phallic symbols, extra D's on the side because she was tired. But there was no reward behind that. Even though she retaliated, it still didn't fulfill her. She's in the reverse, Queen of Cups. She still felt left out of something. We're talking about a Six of Pentacles reverse. She was being ignored financially at that. Look at the Five of Pentacles out in the cold financially. She was looking to be taken care of. She was looking to be some sort of privileged energy. It didn't happen that way. This Queen of Cups is telling me in the reverse that she lost it, but that's what we are talking about here. I saw the crime scene, the lights, I heard bodies. You know, we're talking about sociopath, somebody being on the scene of the crime. That one person that they get the witness account of, or somebody connected to them. We heard this woman's incognito. She's on the crime scene. She's the one that did it. But isn't that how that plays out in the media most times? Like, they're talking to the person who did it. How don't nobody else see this? Everybody's hurrying up to go donate to the GoFundMe. Like, oh, the kids. Oh, he seems like he was so loved. Scott Peterson. There it is. Him. But this is the female version. Maybe not exactly like they have the same personality and that's what I'm channeling. No, it's the fact that they had this very, like, I was getting into that, this all-American, this ideal. They would never hurt anybody. He's, you know, working this job and been there for years. I don't know his story per se, but if you look at him, he had that clean, good guy image. That's the same with this woman. She's incognito though right now. But the Queen of Cups reverse is like she flipped out. Like, you would never expect this from them. And I went into the empathic energy, but that would also be a Queen of Cups energy. Perhaps if she was able to pick up on certain things, but she couldn't explain it to anybody. There was no way she could ration what it was that she was feeling inside, or what she was being led to believe, but she had no proof. Or maybe she said something, she got slapped to the floor. Or maybe she said something, then this person, whoever we're getting to, who's unalived, I said we're getting to, so possibly they are going to pop up here. We're going backwards. They had things twisted, misconstrued about one another. That was the disillusionment. But it wasn't what she thought it was going to be, especially even after her, you know, trying to get even, trying to retaliate, trying to make them hers, locking them down. They possibly shared this home together. Because I was getting to, she possibly, you know, if she did speak up, then whoever was financially responsible or was pulling their share of things, they would cut back. And that would increase her, you know, her problems, her worry, you know, when it came to financial matters. So she was dealing with a breadcrumber, and that person knew it. So this Queen of Cups reverse could not, like, specifically cry out for help. I feel like she did a lot of facetious things to cry out. Like when you know somebody's in pain, like they're sleeping around, they're drinking too much, they're smoking too much, they're crying out for help, but they're not saying anything. It's in their actions. So possibly that's where that Eight of Wands reference came from when I said it was too many phallic symbols coming up in and out of there, because she was being neglected. I heard reward again, but we said, well, Spirit told us that she was looking to be rewarded in that way, but she was acting out of like a damaged root chakra energy. Like there's no reward in sleeping around. Like, you're increasing your chances to, you know, I guess ultimately do what it is that she just did. Like, hello, let's keep going, y'all. We're talking about a murder scene here. That's crazy. No wonder I was like, I don't even want to touch that Three of Swords reverse. Like, I was feeling a drawback. Normally, I just not even thinking about it, just lay my hands wherever. I was like, Now you see why. Whew. We got the regret card here, Five of Cups. It's like, you know, what's the Five of Cups, Spirit, before I even reveal what's face down? Okay, so I'm being told to focus here. Like, Not worry about the Five of Cups, but that's like a headliner here for this energy. All right, because we're working backwards. They both had it twisted and misconstrued, obviously, with the events, how they played out even. All right, let me turn these cards over and see. All right, we got a Page of Wands. We'll say they're in the reverse, but there they are. Here they are. The Knight of Wands. This is the one we were talking about. The breadcrumber, the domestic violence giver, verbal abuse giver, the one who would withdraw emotionally, physically, financially. When they felt like it, they could leave and go as they pleased. But this Queen of Cups, was wanting to keep this Knight of Wands around, but they weren't meant to be kept. This one's always on the go. I'm hearing philanthropist. But we were talking about that energy here. She tried to match his energy in that way. It didn't work for her. She's in the reverse. She lost it. We got a Three of Pentacles. I don't know what the Knight of Wands reverse is just at the moment here. Well, I heard withdrawal. So that would be the Knight of Wands taking their wand elsewhere. But she tried to retaliate by bringing more wands into so she did her little whole thing, right? But it wasn't beneficial for her. It wasn't healing. She's a Queen of Cups. She should know better. I can't say that. I'm sorry. That's the Virgo. Don't mean to be judgy. But yeah, she was looking for healing by way of via her root chakra, but like intensely imbalanced root chakra. All right, behind the Knight of Wands, we have the Three of Pentacles reverse. So this is them being a lack of help to this Queen of Cups. Because, I felt that energy strong. This person just knew to withdraw. Like, I'm about to get up out of here. I'm taking everything with me. I don't give a F about this, F about that. I don't care if you need groceries to feed your kid. I'm out of here. That's what she had to deal with. That's sad. Look at the Five of Swords behind that. Look. I'm going to get you before you get me. That's what these two were used to, because I meant retaliation was strong here. One do something, the other one try to up that. Try to up the ante on each other each time. Look at the Five of Swords. Behind the Five of Swords, Ten of Pentacles. What were they fighting for is my question when I see the Ten of Pentacles. I heard gross income just now. I heard they were fighting for one another, but it's not like fighting in defense of each other. It's like fighting for like a position. I'm going to get that position before you. That's what I'm getting with that Ten of Pentacles reverse. That's why there was constant retaliation. That's why I felt like they knew they didn't need to be together, but there was a force that kept them together. They probably would not even be able to explain why they kept going back to each other, because it was a force. It was a force keeping them together. And now I'm asking, like, for what reason? As I look at the Nine of Pentacles. This Nine of Pentacles is speaking growth potential to me. So this has to do with every time they lost something with the Ten of Pentacles reverse. But that's the fighting. That's the one-upping each other, the ante. The Five of Swords, I'm going to get you before you get me sort of energy. But every time they lost. So that's the coming and going energy with the Knight of Wands. And that's why I said this woman was tired of being abused or taken advantage of, or whatever that is, the breadcrumbing energy, all of that. She was tired. She ain't had to unalive him, though. But crime of passion is what we heard, y'all. She was tired. Like, why? How you stab somebody not one time, not 11 times, but 100 times? What's the Nine of Pentacles, Spirit? I heard transgression. This is giving me she would reinvent herself each time, but it never amounted to, like, this is like get on your mark, get set, but it's not a go. This Nine of Pentacles, it's on your mark, get set. You showed up with potential that you could do something here, but ultimately it's like they never got to take off. So this could be another reason why the Queen of Cups was in this energy of she's tired, because every time they lost, she lost. She was the one that lost. This Knight of Wands don't stick around long enough to lose nothing. If anything, they're taking. But she's the one who ultimately lost. So that could have been her home. It could have been her reputation, her integrity, her this, her car, her keys, all of that. This Knight of Wands ain't own a daggum thing. She was tired. All right, let me see what else is here, y'all. We got the Five of Cups. So we were talking about, we were going into this energy of this remorse, regret. Let's keep going. Let me turn this card over and see what's here. We got a Two of Pentacles, y'all. But that was the reason for keeping this person around. I'm being reminded we're working backwards as the event already transpired, but we're seeing like why, you know, like what was the consideration of a crime of passion. So we're getting toward like the beginning of this relationship. Like it's looking like, you know, you could really help me out here. You know, I have a, you know, you can help me out somehow, the Queen of Pentacles. Well, they're telling each other that. But they're looking at pentacles. They're looking at potential of what one another can do for the other. That was it. It wasn't about love, y'all. It was about money. Two more cards here. We got a 6. Okay, we're talking about how this began, y'all. We're back at the 1 o'clock hour. We got all the way to the ding dong, like the end of the day. So we're talking about a 7 of Cups and a 6 of Swords reversed. So so excuse me, y'all. Somebody met somebody where they were at. I'm not talking, it could be physical, but I'm saying as in regards to their emotional level, their maturity level, like they met each other there. I heard happenstance just now. Because the 6 of Swords reverse is telling me they were both stuck where they were. So when they met, it seemed like, okay, this is interesting. I don't know what kind of bag of goodies I'm about to get, but I know it's a bag of goodies. I don't know what all is in there is what I'm getting with the 7 of Cups. But they were willing to take on this, you know, this relationship, this slumber, this, I don't know if it was a full commitment. It's not feeling that way. Like they were married or anything like that. I heard fun buddies and then replace the fun with F buddies. That's what I heard, but that would make sense with the Knight of Wands and then that 8 of Wands. That was giving me a lot of phallic energy coming in as the Knight of Wands was taking theirs somewhere else. But yeah, she got fed up. She's fed up. But they were already dealing with, I don't know about you, but let's see what happens. Yeah, but they were both unhealed. They were both at a place with the 6 of Swords reversed. They weren't moving spiritually in the right direction. So that's why so they were vibrating around the same thing, that they like magnets came together. I said they were a force that came together, and they would not even be able to explain why it is that they kept going back to each other. They met each other where they were. They had similarities in that regard, that they were vibrating low and they were stuck and they were just out for a good time. They're like, well, ain't nothing else going on, so what you doing? It's one sort of thing. And it connected. I heard like clockwork. We were talking about a reference of a clock going backwards. Let's see what's behind the 3 of Swords reverse. Oops. Tower reverse. I told y'all. Something's been done here. We work backwards from the crime scene to how they even got here. Tower reverse is done. We got 8 of Swords. Could not escape. Yeah, because they were in bondage. That's the low vibrational energy, them meeting each other where they were at, right here. Behind the 8 of Swords. I don't feel like we need to go through these, but since I've revealed it. We got a 4 of Pentacles. This is about control. What can you do for me? We were talking about Pentacles. 2 of Pentacles. You're like, well, yeah, you look like you might got something going on with the 9 of Pentacles. That's how they were looking at each other. Neither one of them were able to stand by themselves, so they were better together. But it ended up being fatal for one. All right, y'all. I hope I'm being reminded to say Scott Peterson's name again. So I don't know, maybe there's something we need to research there. I hope this helps.